بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
So now the next thing what we'll do is we'll try to get into the setup of the devices. Like we already discussed, we can either run these labs on any of the virtual platform, whichever you are comfortable. So I'll start with EvenG, or you can just add on the GNS3 as well. So here I'm going to show you the EvenG option. As you can see, I already started my server where I already have this EvenG running on 15.94. So we know, so at this point, you know the setup. So I'll try to log into that 15.194 from where I can log into my EvenG. So similar way, you need to log into your own EvenG browser. This is actually 194, not 184. It's 194. Okay. Now this is my EvenG. I'm using the professional edition, the licensed one, which will be Pro one, more stable. If you're doing the using the licensing one, that is more stable option. And what we'll do is we'll try to set up the basic lab here. Now, the basic lab, I already have the setup, but I'll try to do it for you once again. So what we'll do is we'll try to add the lab from the basic. So I'll create a new lab inside the same folder. We'll say add a new lab. So we'll say Palo Alto lab. Let's say the something like this, some name, so that we can continue the same lab as we move on with the sessions. We'll try to use the same lab so that there will be a continuation of the configurations. So the prerequisite, again, you when you right click and you say the node, you generally see this image already there. Okay. So that is something why, because I already uploaded the image. So if you want to know how to upload, the same way, you need to have the WinSCP at the backend. You're running some WinSCP where you connect to the EvenG, log into the EvenG, and you have to make sure that you upload the Palo Alto image. So the name should start with Palo Alto hyphen whatever the version. And inside the Palo Alto, the file name should be something like this. This is the format what it should be. So the image which I have shared here, basically it is the same thing. You see the file is still uploading, but once it's done, so you will see the link and you can directly upload that particular file. Okay. So the format has to be the same. So make sure that you copy that particular folder and drop it here, the exact file name. So when you have the images, so whatever the images you can see here, these all the images works because of that reason. So you have to copy from your local drive, wherever it is, just drag and drop to the right screen. So in my case, let's say if I just wanted to do this again for any other version, again, I had to locate the folder and just make sure that whatever the image, this is already done. So I can go with any other version. So I don't have the version. So these are different formats. So I have to change the file format and other things. So we just drag and drop. Okay. So it's already here. We just drag and drop here. I'm not doing that because it's already done. It will take some time depending upon the size, 5 to 10 minutes to upload the image. So now once you do that, the prerequisite, the same like any other images you do in the EvenG. Now you just right click and select the node. And here we can simply search for Palo Alto and you can select the image. So the node, the name, the image icon, how it looks. We just leave it to the default. The number of interfaces will increase. So I'll be using more. Minimum I need four to five, one for management. So I'll use 8. And the amount of RAM it utilizes something around 4 GB, which is good enough. 4 GB RAM. You can just reduce it if you have minimum resources, but that will impact the functioning as well. And that's it. We just click on save. Now, this is what you'll see. Now you can simply start the device and verify the device image is working on it. Because before you start setting up the topology, because we'll be setting up the topology something like this. As of now, I'm not getting into the topology part. Here, we just focus only on the image part here. So where we just simply start the device and right click and start. And what I should see is the booting process. If I click on that, I should be able to see the CLI. So what I should see is I should be able to see the CLI. That is what I'm expecting. Okay. So later on, we'll get into the other things. But the main thing, what we have to make sure that once you add the device, the initial booting process or the initial booting process we should see. And we are expecting it has to do the booting process. So let's wait for some time and also observe the booting process. Okay. So the default login and everything will check just to confirm the image is working or not. Once the image is working, then you can immediately switch over and add the other devices. Because once we discuss other devices, we'll set up that. So this is my device. So the default login, I should be able to get the default login. That's what I'm expecting. The VM login it will ask. So let's wait for this process because I want you to observe the process, the booting as well. This is like general booting. If there's any issue, I should not get the login options. So now it took a couple of minutes to come to this part. So as you can see, the VM login, this is what you expected. And the default login will be admin and admin, the CLI. So we need to simply use the default login as admin. So the default login will be admin and admin. So we just need to wait for some time to finish the booting process. So immediately there might be an issue. So that's the reason what I suggest you to is to wait and enter the old password. That is the default is admin. Then it will prompt for the new password. We can set the new password as admin123 with capitals, or you can set whatever the password you want. So now what I did here is I have set the password to admin123. So admin123, where A is a capital here. So you can just use that. So the problem was not with the password. So the problem was with actually the booting process. You just need to give some time for the device to boot up. Now from here onwards, we'll do the basic setup, but this is something what you have to make sure. You should be able to load the image at the same time. You should be able to load the get into the CLI, which confirms that the image is working. So which means you are ready to start and set up the labs from here onwards.